All right, all right. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a ton of money without even. I'll explain what Coinbase has got going on. Coinbase thinks they're sly, but they're not. But they're really sly at the same time. So Coinbase, essentially, how Coinbase works is a giant exchange. It's what I recommend everyone buys their Bitcoin on because it is FDIC insured, the most transparent. I really do think that they are simply the best exchange. Coinbase and GDAX, both owned by the same company. So let's get into it. So essentially, something gets listed on Coinbase right here. Currently, they have three coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And let's just if anyone's been checking out the market cap lately of all these coins, you know a Litecoin is going crazy. Litecoin's going to the moon, dude. And you know what? I think it has largely, in fact, to do with it is the cheapest coin on Coinbase, and Coinbase is the biggest exchange. If you take a look at some of the markets on these coins in particular, Ethereum and Litecoin, they both have a big gap in between what they sell for on GDAX and the next exchange, and that's because so many people are on Coinbase. So when someone sees that they can buy a full Litecoin and like a fraction of a Bitcoin, they typically want the full coin. So I think Coinbase is smart, and I think Coinbase just wants to understand their users. So pretty much what's going on Coinbase right now is they brought in an ex-Facebook executive, David Marcus, and he was known for the whole Messenger product on Facebook, okay? And I want to think, what does Facebook really excel at? They excel at retaining their users, okay? They excel far better than anyone. They introduced new ways to interact on their site. They're growing in terms of that. So in terms of interaction, when I say growth, I mean new ways to use their product, okay? And I think that's what Coinbase is looking for. Right now, Coinbase only sort of has three things going for it, and they're looking for more. One of the best ways to, or I've read in books and seen online, one of the best ways to make $1 million is to add a ton of different products. And I think that's what really Coinbase is going to go for. I'd be willing to bet too that once new coins come out on Coinbase, you're going to see something like Litecoin and Ethereum drop down a little bit because that frees up their cash tied up in that and allows them to go into these different alternatives. Okay. So I think Coinbase also wants to understand this at a psychological level, okay? Like what makes a person pull the trigger on something so speculative as a cryptocurrency? And I think really users want full coins. So I think cheaper coins are going to benefit much more. I don't think Coinbase is really looking. I think Coinbase, they'll probably add Bitcoin Cash, but I think that's besides the point. I think that there's not going to be a lot of big coins on Coinbase. I'm not sure they'll add Dash for that reason. So right here, our CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, this is a quote that he said on CNBC, so I guess it's pretty legit. Let's hope he follows through with his promises here. There's many more that are going to be added to the platform in 2018. And he's talking about cryptocurrencies on the Coinbase platform. Yeah, he's so friggin' hot right now, dude. All right, so what will it take to be added to the exchange? So let's check it out. If we go to GDAX's website, right here, you can copy and paste this URL. Or just type it out. I mean, you can trust me. We have pretty much these basic points that I'd really like to go over with you. So number one is the fact that it has an open financial system, and I'm gonna let you read through that. So it has to be decentralized. Okay, it has to be. That's the number one key point in that. And I think the most important asset within all of these different classes, right here, like this is class number 2, is technology. There's a lot of stuff down there. And ultimately, you can see right here, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but in the technology sector, governance and scalability, I would say, are probably two of the more important things, right? As well as the team. Obviously, the team is going to direct it in a certain way. But I think number 2 overall is the most important. So 3 goes over some of the laws. I'm not going to read everything here, but I'm going to go over it very quickly. I have read everything, but I just want to save some points. So right here we have going into our market. So it needs to have a large marketplace, okay? And it needs to be distributed elsewhere. That's something they're looking for. And it needs to grow fundamentally, okay? So there needs to be some kind of I don't want to say need for it, but people need to be buying it. There needs to be some kind of buying and selling framework for it to be put onto this exchange, obviously. So number six. I want to talk about regular rewards and penalties. There are mechanisms such as transactions fees which incentivize miners, validators, and other participants to exhibit good behavior. Conversely, there are mechanisms which deter bad behavior. So that's really interesting. So they're really looking for some type of a backbone to it all, I think, okay? And that right there speaks to me Neo. That speaks Neo to me so much. The fact that when you hold it, you are essentially mining by earning gas, and you pay with transactions in that. I think Neo right there is a huge one right there. So, okay, and then let's just go to team ownership down here. This is another important one. So the ownership stake retained by the team is a minority stake. There should be a lockup period and reasonable vesting schedule to ensure the team is economically incentivized to improve the network into the future. So the team has to own a little bit of the currency. That way they have this sort of protected interest in continuing their mission to grow the currency. Okay, so I outlined this on my video in Stellar Lumens, my first video. If you want to go back and check that out, I think it's really interesting. And while you're there, like, comment, and subscribe. Obviously, do that first. So who meets the criteria? I think, number one, Neo. Okay, Lumens and XRP, both. Lumens is a fork of XRP, so I'm including them both here. Vertcoin is a big one. I think Vertcoin is big, and Cardano is also another big one. I think now is a good time to buy these because we can speculate. Maybe not all of these, but maybe one might be added, maybe two. I think they're pretty safe bets. And once something is going to be on GDAX, it's going to go through the roof. It's almost guaranteed. Just take a look at Litecoin. Yeah. So right here, Neo. Why do I think it is? It is a large market cap coin. Has a ton of developers, and it's pushing this global presence. Although it is based in China, it is really fastly growing. There's a ton of different apps coming out. If you look on Reddit, there's a few, and it's in that 40-ish price range. I think if this were to go onto GDAX, this could easily double, if not triple, because people are looking for new alternatives. They're really looking for returns. These people, ultimately, I think they're investors, not so much believers in the blockchain. So keep that in mind. And anytime a coin goes live onto GDAX, I'm going to be buying the coin as soon as it does go live, even if I don't have the coin, just because I want to ride that hype up. So Lumens and XRP, I think this would be a really unique opportunity for GDAX to get on something at such a low price point. Ripple, you saw a recent run up on Ripple. Ripple's right around like 40 something cents. And Lumens is still hanging around like that 15-ish cent range as of today. But they both have huge partnerships and a large supply. So that's going to cause this low number, And I think that's really, really interesting. And people like that. They gravitate towards something with a low number, so therefore they can have more of it. Like, what sounds cooler, having 20% of a Bitcoin or probably having 20,000 Ripple? I think you want to tell your friends that you own 20,000 Ripple. So taking a look at Vertcoin here, we're in the $10-ish price range. It has a huge community of people, and ultimately, isn't cryptocurrency? It's just a grassroots movement. So when someone else gets behind this, it's going to keep moving. So what if it has similar goals to the other currencies listed? I don't think that's a big issue, so long as people keep talking about it and proving that it is a valuable thing to put on their platform. Because overall, if they do have similar ones already listed on it, what's from stopping them from picking up a Vertcoin as well? So the third generation blockchain right here is Cardano, and they have both the other generation blockchains. Okay, why not put Cardano on there too? Okay, first gen meaning Bitcoin and then Ethereum. First gen Bitcoin really created this whole blockchain concept, and then second gen was Ethereum, where they came across the whole smart contract thing. It does have a large market cap, and its current price range is around 10 cents to 15 cents. So it creates that another low buying point for other coins and a new point of entry. So if you like this video, why don't you do yourself a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. It'll really help me out. And I'm actually going to be giving away a free crypto kitty. So if you're interested in that, why don't you just comment and you will be entered into winning this free cat. So the cats are worth real Ethereum. Just comment below and I'm going to pick a random person, and my next video I'm going to give away the cat. So thank you.